Hey guys, welcome to a brand new video to the channel. So yesterday I said I'd do this video while doing the new Daemonheim update, and basically what we're going to be doing is going through some money making methods in terms of the materials and sort of the overall prices as well, and also what we can target for caches, and also see what the GP is going to be like for screening soil. So for this video to start with, I'm going to go through all the main sorts of materials, and we can just check out the margins and prices as well. Now, I have done a little bit of check on dragon metal to start with. This is probably going to be the most expensive out of the lot in my opinion, but it just goes to show like what the price and margin are. I'm going to go and instant buy these and instant sell, and then that way we can see the margin which is currently there, and we can work through it as well. So as you can see, dragon metal, the first one there, the sell price was just under 17k, and then also the instant buy price was under 17k, and then the instant sell is 12.5. So not only do you have a massive chance of making profits through excavations, caches, you can also flip these quite handily as well. So look at that as an option as well. Obviously, with the demand on these items, flipping is incredibly risky and could cause you a lot of grief. But if you're willing to do it, then it's definitely there as well for the time being. I wouldn't go for any long-term flips though. I'd make sure they were quick and constantly checking on them as well, because prices can shift quite quick. Now, gold rune, because it comes from other spots as well, it's free to play. I think that's not gone up massively. Really, the ones we want to spot are the ones which are going to be niche to the orphan dig site. Orgone, we're going to see what price that is. That's 12k, which again is still pretty handy. And then orphan glass is the next one. This is shared across a couple of dig sites, so it might not be overly high, but we shall see. Yep, 3.5 for orphan glass. We have the compass rose, which is an orphan only dig site material, so we'll see what that's at. That's risen a little bit, but that's not quite as expensive, which is surprising really. The next one is felt, which we'll check now. Again, I think this is an orphan only dig site, so we'll see this. This is also used for the bracelet, so I imagine, I'd hope that, yeah, that is very high. So like, out of all of them, felt is the most expensive by a mile. So the next one is carbon black and soapstone. Those are the only ones remaining. So carbon black, 20k. Surprised, but that's cheap, unless it's not used much for restorations. And then finally soapstone, which is shared with armadillo thing, which is also very cheap. Okay, so really then going through that, the big hitters are orgone, felt, and dragon metal, with surprisingly felt being the most expensive. But in hindsight, like thinking about it, because it's using that friendship bracelet, probably is the reason why it's so expensive, because people need to get to the warp depths, and that's what they're trying to do as well. So what we're going to do now, last night I kind of made like a on the spot decision and purchased some volcanic ash for 5.5k, which is about what it is now. So what my idea is, I'm going to take this 5k volcanic ash and go and use the Sith Soil spell. So we've got to do the Sith Soil spell quite a lot, and again, you don't need to do the Sith Soil spell, you can also use it to wash pants at the Archeology Guild. I'm going to go and sit at the bank and just sift all this 5k soil and see how much profit we're going to make sifting these soils into these orphan dig site items. Because what I'm thinking is, with the price of felt, orgone and dragon metal, I'm going to make a serious amount of profit just because they're so high, and we can find that out today. But this is what I'm saying, like from this archaeology sort of release, we've got caches which are going to make money. There's going to be excavations where you're going to get artifacts. They're going to make money. You can also make GP through the new offhands, which I'm going to have a look at a little bit later on. I don't think they're completely through archaeology, so I want to make sure things are right before I do that video. But then also, we're going to make money from washing soil. We're going to make money from sifting soil and selling these materials for the highest price possible. And what we're going to have to do is hold the prices, or sell the prices like as high as possible, because as well, things like this are going to be low volume because people are buying up the supplies. So because people are buying up the supplies, it's going to be a chance for us to actually hold a price and try and make a little bit more than normal. What I'm going to do though is something I should have done a long time ago, is get the final soil box upgrade for my soil box. And this is going to let me do 500 soilets at a time. And basically, I'm not going to lie, I'm going to be lazy. I'm going to whack on the Grace of the Elves. I'm going to use my Premier Artifact, and I'm just going to do it all at the bank and do it AFK. So yeah, so I need to buy 50k chronos, which I'm just going to do now. Now that is steep, although I'm definitely going to make my money back. So we move. I can't believe chronos are expensive. So going to the shop, just get the upgrade. And now we can do 500 at a time. I'll add that to currency pouch. Knowing my luck, I've actually got them there, but I just can't see them. So we're not going to do that. So I'm just going to go set up to go and do this now. I've already got the Grace of the Elves on. what I'm going to do is work off 6 mil for the soil and all the runes. The runes really aren't that much. I think it's something like astrals in some elemental airs, so it won't be that huge. And it's going to be on lunar, so I'll just jump to when I'm back at the bank, and then we'll go from there. I'm using porters. It's a really good buff. And this is what's so nice, is that I can screen soil in sets of 100 and just pretty much sit here in AFK away. So what I've decided to do is note all my items which are already from this dig site in my bank and deposit box into the info, and then I can just sit and use the porters to do this as well. Again, porters isn't the best way, but you can definitely stand by your deposit box and throw them in after that. But I'm going to go for the more AFK and easier way, and again, like, I'm going to make enough money to cover porters as well. But one thing you can do if you're using a porter method for the screen soil is make sure to use your premier artifact, and the same for the washing station as well. Use your premier artifact, and then that way you're just going to get a free 50% porters for an hour as well. And with how quick we're going to be doing this, this will probably cover me for the hour as well. But what I'm going to do is sit and do the full 5,000, and then I'm going to come back and update you from there. I'm going to finish a little bit early. We're not going to quite do the 5,000, but I am going to get a decent amount done. Basically, I'm quite tied up on time today, so I can't do the full 5k, but we've done 3k. Which I think is a really good sample. And one thing I forgot is that you do actually get artifacts from doing this, which is pretty big, to be fair. So all of my materials has gone to the deposit box, which is good. And again, really easy. We'll go and work out what we've got. So if we store, so orphan glass. Okay, so we definitely made money. I've just literally just looked at the amount of dragon metal we've got. We'll make money there. Felt's pretty good. We've made a decent chunk out of felt. And to be fair, it's not massive amounts of the lowest stuff, which is pretty good. That's what we want. So right, let's price check all this as it currently stands, and then we'll throw it in the Grand Exchange and see if we can get anything on top of that. So I think 3k of the volcanic ash were roughly like 15-ish mil, which yeah, we've pretty comfortably done that. And we've probably done this in 45 minutes going off the premier artifact. Now, I've made 5 mil profit just from doing that actually like normally. And normally volcanic ash is not the best as well. So just remember that as well. And we have bought it for a high price. So currently we've spent 5.5k per ash. So we're roughly about 16.5 mil. And we would be 1.5k astrals. So let's say 17 mil for all of the items. So what I'm going to do, while I go out, I'm actually going to go and slow sell these for the actual highest prices. 16,994. And we'll see how much we've made then, because really the Grand Exchange prices are wrong. Really, the one I want to get in first is felt. We didn't get too much felt, but I think we got enough to make a decent chunk out of anyway. So I'm just going to put dragon metal, orgone, and the rose on. Rose is 0.7. Right, so I'm going to leave that to sell, leave on the Grand Exchange, and then we'll come back afterwards, and then we'll work out roughly what our profit was for this video. And there's some felt already gone, so that's a nice big chunk there. Okay, so logging back in. Basically what's happened is I put all the stuff onto the Grand Exchange sell, and I had a walk around Sicily, so that was nice. Actually not come back sunburnt, and the good thing is all of our materials have sold. So what I'm going to do is just put the cash stack in the bank and just do my pin real quick, so we can work out exactly just how much we've made. The orphan glass hasn't sold, so I'll sell that for just straight medium price with the other items as well. So orgone went for 7 mil, which is really good. Compass row 1.6. The felt went for 5.3. The dragon metal went for 11 mil, so we're already like quite over what we've paid. Let's put the carbon black down for a little bit cheaper. The soapstone for that price. The gold rune for that price. And then we'll just change the orphan glass for also emitters. So yeah, let's say we get 500k for the carbon black, and let's say we get 2 mil, 2.5 mil on top of that is looking to be something like 30 mil, near enough 30 mil. And don't forget, like, we only did a 45-minute period. Like, we could have done another 15 minutes for our premier artifact, and we probably made a little bit more as well. So if I was going to do that per hour, the costs were for 3,000 soil, 16.5 mil, and then also for 3,000 astral runes, that's going to come in at a price of, let's just say 3 mil. So 19.5 mil, and we've pretty much pulled out 11 to 12 mil profit in 45 minutes, which means that in a minute doing the volcanic ash, it can be upwards of 16 mil per hour. You could possibly push that higher if materials do go higher as well. Like, you could probably push the dragon metal, felt, and orgone prices a little bit harder than I did. I went for the max price at the current time of the Grand Exchange, but you could definitely go harder and you could possibly sort of look out and get a better price than I did. And if you can do that, definitely do that because it'll just be more profit in the end for you. However, though, that is going to be the end of this video. Again, I thought it was a very good sort of thing to tie on to this update. Obviously, with the release of a new archaeology dig site, it's going to bring so many different things. And I don't want people to forget about the sheer profit you can make just from like doing stuff off the main update. That sometimes can be better profit than people who are going to focus and like hunker down and do the main update anyway. It's to look at the other methods which are around, which is why I do these videos. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you have, please make sure to leave me a like, subscribe to the channel. Drop me a subscription if you're brand new to the channel because we are doing videos every single day and we're still marching on. Still got plenty of content to come, so please join for that for the future. Thank you guys for watching once again, and I'll see you guys very soon in the next video.